It's your gentleman of fitness here at Night Wheels in the building. About to get this workout in. I'm on break, some downtime at work, so you guys are gonna experience my leg day. You probably saw my other video the other day. That was a little bit in the past, but it was a video that needed to be posted. So I hope you guys enjoy what you're about to see. About to use these fat grips, put them to work, and get this swole on. Are you in? Let's go. Let's go. All right. 1, 2, get 20. All right, y'all, let's get it going. Right now, we're warming up with the front squat with the kettlebells. Why is this important? Well, I plan on going really heavy with my deadlifts today and moderately heavy on my squats. So I want to be able to get nice and low. So I'm going to use these kettlebells to offset my center of gravity and let me go all the way down. Now, I have the mobility to do a squat without having weight in front, but it is a great way to warm up. A lot of people sleep on the kettlebells. Now, the next thing we're going to do is the hinge focused deadlift. You have a quad focused deadlift and a hinge focused deadlift. I'm going to focus on the hinge because my hamstrings, my lower back are a little tight. And then after I do about 5 to 10 repetitions of that right here, then I'm going to move into a regular conventional deadlift movement where I bend the knees slightly and then come up and press forward. This is just to get me ready for the deadlifting gauntlet I'm about to go through. And I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy. All right, I'm gonna be quiet. We'll get back to it soon. Now we're gonna move into the windmills. You saw the video last time as to how great this movement is. We're hitting the hinge, we're getting hip flexion, we're getting shoulder extension, we're getting all those things all in one movement, and we're hitting all 3 planes of motion. A great workout to add to your program when you're about to lift heavy, or if you just want to get more bang for your buck. All right, here we go. So we're starting out with the fat grips on the deadlift. We're gonna do anywhere between 15 to 20 repetitions. I'm probably not gonna show you the entire set because who really cares about lifting your warm-up weight, right? But I will say that using those fat grips does intensify the exercise because you're getting full activation through the arm all the way into the back. You'll be surprised how important your grip is. Then we move right into our first official working set. We're going to do 10 repetitions at 315, making sure that we keep the bar trail right over the top of the foot, close to the legs, and lifting up through the chest and bracing the core while the hips go down. All right. And then from there, we're going to move into our heavy set in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all. Hide your wives, hide your kids. It's about to go down. Here we go. So we're going to do a super drop set going all the way up to 20. So I'm going up to 405 right here. I'm going to do it anywhere between 4 to 5 times. And then we're going to take off a plate and then do as many as we can at 315 and then take off a plate. And then do as many as we can at 225 and then take off a plate. And then if there's anything left, we will attempt to do fat grip 135. We go through that cycle 2 times. I have a couple other angles for you guys, but I'm probably just going to put that on the Instagram because I want to keep the videos nice and short and sweet, you know? All right, I'm about to shut up. You guys pay attention. Important note, when lifting like this, make sure if you feel that you're going to need it to utilize a belt. There's nothing wrong with wearing one. It just helps you brace the core a little bit more. But you'll notice in a little bit that I'm going to take it off because I don't want to use a belt as a crutch. Also, make sure when you're doing your deadlift, if a weight is a good weight for you to be lifting, you should have a pretty decent speed coming up. You should not be sticking at the bottom. As soon as you grab that bar, you should be flying straight up. And here we go at 225. We're going to do this until we can't do it anymore. This is a tough exercise, and I highly recommend that you eat some rice, some farro, something my girl just introduced me to recently. High in protein, high in fiber. Might do a video on that pretty soon, but you do not want to have a tough leg day and not have the proper fuel. Talk about tired. Only pulling 135 with the fat grips, and I feel like I'm about to literally die. And that's it. Now we move on into the back squat. Oldie but goodie, sagittal and transverse plane. And the reason why it's a transverse plane is because it's essentially sectioning off your upper and lower body into a section. We don't always have to twist to be on the transverse plane, but essentially this is a primarily sagittal plane movement. Make sure we're driving through the heels and the balls of the feet and trying to keep the knees behind the big toe. You don't have to be completely straight up and down when you're squatting. You'll have a slight lean forward, but just make sure you really press forward the hips as you're standing, and you'll be a squatting master soon enough. Shout out to my client Steve for being an awesome cameraman for me on that set right there. That was set number 4 after those heavy deadlifts. I'm dying. And then we want to make sure we isolate those hamstrings, probably one of the most underused muscles when it comes to leg day, because no one likes to work hamstrings, but we got to do it. That's Steve right there behind me. Help keep me motivated. But anyways, let's get back to this exercise. Right here, we're going to do 10 repetitions on both legs and then 10 repetitions together with an increased weight. You do that 2 cycles through, you're going to finish up with 60 repetitions. The magic number to put on size and strength is anywhere between 40 and 75 repetitions total throughout a set of workouts. All right, y'all, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share these videos if you care, and come check us out at topflightfitnessgym.com for all your online training and nutritional needs. This is Knight Williams signing out.